As many as 500,000 undocumented workers and residents live in Canada, often working exploitative jobs in construction, cleaning, caregiving, and agriculture. If you're not having any documents to prove that you are living or working in Canada legally, you are referred to as undocumented migrant. In Ireland, they recently initiated a scheme that granted undocumented residents the right to work and full citizenship after a 5-year waiting period. European countries have implemented such programs without any negative impact on their economy or social life. Canada's immigration system is also going to take such initiative to legalize the residency of undocumented workers and migrants. In today's video, we will talk about this issue. Welcome back. Thank you for watching this video. If this is your first time visiting our channel, my name is Ahmad Reza, and here at Persia Global we help those who are in search of better opportunities to work, live, or study abroad. In this video, I'm going to share the most recent news on legal pathway for illegal immigrants. If this is your first time being here, subscribe to our channel, and for getting informed of new updates, hit the notification bell. Canada's undocumented workers and migrants could gain a new pathway to permanent residency through a program under development by the federal government to tackle the underground economy. It is a turning point for some of the 500,000 undocumented residents estimated to be in Canada. Many work precarious and often exploitative jobs in construction, cleaning, caregiving, food processing, and agriculture. Undocumented residents face a range of vulnerabilities, including poor mental and physical health caused by social isolation and abusive working conditions. The new program builds on a previous smaller-scale initiative that helped undocumented construction workers obtain permanent status in Canada and follows a December mandate letter to the immigration minister to explore more ways to regularize undocumented residents. It is unclear how many undocumented workers could be granted permanent residency under the new program. This is the most historic and unprecedented opportunity for migrants in recent decades. The program would likely focus on workers in particular sectors rather than taking a broader-based approach considering all workers in different fields. But advocates are strongly urging Ottawa to adopt an expansive program that will meet the needs of migrants and the needs of the Canadian economy and community. The vast majority of undocumented residents came to Canada legally, only to later lose status because of issues with the student visa, temporary work permits, or asylum claims. Those issues are born out of an increasingly temporary immigration system, where many residents struggle to extend short-term permits and gain permanent residency. So it seems that new programs would also support part of the TFWP or temporary foreign worker program. Permanent immigration status would bring undocumented residents out of an underground economy life with wage theft and abuse and dealing with rogue employers, make healthcare and other social services more accessible, and help address record high job vacancies. The scale and the parameters of the regularization program are not yet clear, including how to incentivize undocumented residents to participate, what settlement supports might be needed, and what role main organizations should play in the process. Some proposals are a halt on deportation and detentions and a free application process that can be easily completed without immigration advisors. Almost 44% of undocumented residents surveyed through its network were previously refugee claimants, while a quarter were formerly temporary foreign workers. The problem is that some become undocumented after fleeing poor conditions in farms, plants, factories, where they were hired as a migrant laborer. Many apply for an open work permit from the federal government through a program available to temporary foreign workers experiencing abuse. Of course, this condition couldn't be generalized to all migrants and all employers in Canada. In fact, the shift towards temporary immigration has made it easier for migrants to fall trapped and lose legal status. The challenge of that, of course, is that when these temporary permits expire, some people go back to their country of origin, but for a variety of reasons, other people stay. The number of temporary foreign workers in the country jumped from 66,000 to 229,000 in 2018, according to a report from Statistics Canada. A 500% increase. However, good news is that, as based on Statistics Canada, permanent residents are increasingly being selected from Canada's pool of those with temporary work permits. We are also going to record a video for job opportunities with employers, sponsorship, and temporary work permits in Canada. We know that even well-designed immigration policies are not going to stop international movement. People still move because they are driven by war, by economic needs, by love, and by family. Canada will accumulate certain amount of a population that's without status and undocumented over time. That impacts the entire labor market. Undocumented workers are more likely to experience low wages, injuries, and even fatalities on the job, and even have little ability to advocate for themselves. There are no accurate figures representing the number of composition of undocumented migrants residing in Canada. Estimates which come from academic sources range between 20,000 to 500,000 persons. Undocumented migrants are considered to be a hidden population, given that they are a hard to reach and hard to sample population. They also live in fear of being detected by authorities. Research suggests most undocumented individuals live in large urban centers and typically work in seasonal and informal sectors such as construction, agriculture, caregiving, and housekeeping. Undocumented migrants are a vulnerable group due to their lack of immigration status, as was seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. They have limited access to healthcare, social services, or employment protection. By contrast, that will also impact wages and working conditions for other low-wage workers, because there's somebody who will take that job for less money and in more unsafe condition. Regularization programs are rare in Canada, but not new, and this is for sure a hopeful and good news for these strata, including illegal workers and migrants in general in Canada. Thank you for your support and likes and being a subscriber of Persia Global channel. We value your confidence in our content and videos and sincerely appreciate your time. Hope we met your expectations via the videos of the channel. Please comment and let us know about any specific content that could meet your immigration or relocation case. Make sure you don't miss out on other valuable videos related to immigration, study abroad, and visa acquisition. In this channel, I address many tips and points you can learn from our years of experiences to ensure you are doing right or submitting the right documents. To get more, get started by subscribing to our channel from today or contact us to use our services at persiaglobal.net/contact. Don't forget to hit notification bell and like button below this video. This is Amar Tawakkoli for Persia Global. May God bless you abundantly on your immigration and relocation journey. As always, pin all your hopes always on God. You will never be pinned down by man. I'll see you in the next videos.